Are you thinking about learning how to draw, how to get into drawing, or would like some new tips to um, just for drawing period? Well, you came to one of the right channels, because I will make a video on how to do tips, but before we even get to tips like that, we're going to first get into the mindset, because the mindset is such a good play needs to be, in a sense, right place or certain place to do art, because not, you could either get burnt out, overexert yourself, you can get upset with it and stuff. And that's also something you're going to naturally do with thought, with anything in a sense. But it also helps to be in a certain place before getting to art, so you don't quit it. So yeah, let's get into that. As a quick heads up, this is based on how I learned to draw and things that are, in my opinion, helpful. Some of these tips, or all of them, will help everyone. And that doesn't mean, and never will, reflect on your art skills or abilities to learn something. The only thing it will reflect is these tips don't fit in your art preference, because art has never been done in a certain way and never will be. Art is to be free and help the artist be creative. It's not a box to place things. It's, in a sense, a meadow. It could be free. Every flower is basically an artist. And I deeply, deeply hope you do not try to put yourself in a box, but instead a meadow. Also, I am going to be brutally honest with you guys, because I always hated how art tip videos would be like either not fully clear or just not that helpful, period. So, I'm going to be brutally honest, but also going to put it as nicely as I can, because these are tips that I generally wish I was told before I got into drawing, so it would be not easier but also helpful. So let's get into that. Okay, tip 1: have a very low percentage opinion what others think. And you might be thinking, oh, but Demonchild, don't you have to care what you're drawing or what people think as feedback or something? In a sense, yes. But if you do that, or have such a high percentage of what people think of your art or of anything you do, you're 1, going to get burnt out, 2, you're going to exhaust yourself, and 3, you're going to quit because of it. So what I do, or in a sense you could think of it, you could have like a 90% of not caring, and then that last 10% of what people care. Like, in a sense, that what I do. So, because people could tell how much you care in your art. So if you just like don't care about something, they're going to be able to tell. And I'm not trying to be mean about this. Yes, you can care about your viewers and or audience. Like, I deeply care about you all. It's just you can't care when it comes to your art, because not everyone is going to like the same thing or like how you draw something. And if you just constantly think or care about those negative comments or something, it could really affect your mental health or anything. So it's best to like have a low percentage of caring what others think, or yeah. Tip 2: go into it knowing you will mess up and think it will look good. This is generally such a good tip for anything, basically. I take this in aspect in a lot of things in my life. So basically, you could basically imagine yourself running into a brick wall. You're going to know it's gonna hurt. You're going to be bleeding. You're gonna be bruising, and all that. But you're just going to basically get it back up, walk around that wall or something, and you're going to possibly keep doing that. But how I was given the tip when I was younger was you run at it knowing you're going to get hurt, you're going to be bleeding, bruising, you're going to regret it in the morning, you're going to regret it in 10 minutes, but before that 10 minutes, you're going to love it. You're going to be free, and yeah, you just go at it. Go at it with full force, full of effort. Don't care what the progress looks like, because I sometimes hate what my drawings look like in the drawing process, or like the line art and sketching sometimes. But I just keep going because I know it's gonna suck, but it's going to look good at the end. And it's just something good to do in life. Go at it full force. And it could actually generally help your confidence in basically anything, since I have high confidence, since that what I do. So yeah, go at it. Go ram into that brick wall with zero care and have fun. Tip 3: knowing a small bit of about the personality. And what that means is basically like how I draw things. Like if the character has quirky or like sharp traits, like the cunning, the fast, or stuff like that, I tend to give them more sharper lines. But if they're more bubbly, silly, and stuff like that, I give them more round shapes in a sense. This is, or at least when I explain it, is a bit more confusing, but put the personality in the drawing. It's gonna be hard, trust me, it is hard, but it's going to look good. I promise you. Yeah, so put the personality. We want, because the first thing someone is going to see of your drawing, or like OC or whatever, is obviously what they look like. And if they look cool or not cool, if they look appealing, or you can see the personality in the outfit, the hair, the face, the accessories, or just the pose helps with the personality. So put a bit of you don't have to go overboard, but you could just put a bit of that personality in that drawing. It could be rounder or sharper line art. It could be based on the style. It could be on the hair. Doesn't matter what it is. Just put a bit of that personality in that drawing. Trust me, you're gonna love it. It's gonna come out good. Tip 4: have a base sketch. And you're basically thinking, don't we all always need a base sketch or something? Yeah, you could, but this one is more of a preference than an actual tip. And what I mean by this is, you know when I draw the circles and the lines, that is my base sketch. That is what I'm going to draw over and use as my reference or pose base. That is considered a base sketch. Or if you like seen these things or base sketch or base poses on Pinterest, that could be considered a base sketch. Or like if you draw your character or whatever multiple times in the sketching phase to make sure it gets right in your preference, that could, your first one could also be your base sketch, because that is your first thing and the first thing you're going to take reference from in the lineup and everything. So yeah, that is considered a base sketch. You don't have to have it. It's more of preference. But I do recommend it since it does, it is a little bit easier on you. But I'm going to back up, raise my hands in this. You're going to go out however you want. It's just a preference. Tip 5. Having a reference. This is a highly required preference in the art community. That reference could just be of the pose, of the character you're drawing, of the background. It generally helps. It helps with expression. It helps with figuring out how to draw a base, or like how to draw the bodies or whatever. It generally helps. Like, and you might be say, oh, but if I can't draw from references, what if I think that counts as plagiarism? I'm going to grab you on your shoulders and shake you very violently while saying that is not plagiarism. That's not a form of cheating. You can use references. I use references all the time. And I understand how some can't use references or just not able to draw from reference. Perfectly fine. I can't either. So what I do is I look at it for a little. I will put in my mind of what they look like or what it looks like and make sure I know what it is. I'm going to base off of it. I don't have to fully follow it. I don't have to do every single line the perfectly same. It's just to help you. You don't have to follow the reference. It just helps. Tip 6. When drawing, either sit in silence or with music. And this is a doozy in a sense. Because I know some people can't sit with stuff playing when they're doing something like writing or drawing. Perfectly fine. I can't do that sometimes when I'm drawing. Or some people like listening to music. Perfectly fine. I do that. And you might be asking, oh, what if I can't do either? What if I get distracted with the music? Or what happens if I can't focus or if I can't focus on one thing? Perfectly fine. What I do is I put on TikTok compositions of edits. I made a playlist for you guys, so if you want to check it out, you could, if you want. But for me, it's a visual relief in a sense. I can see it, I can hear it, it isn't like too distracting. There's not enough talking, a lot of talking, so I don't get distracted with all the talking and then focus on that. I've watched the edits multiple times, even before I started drawing, so that when I first saw the video, I watched it a bunch of times before using it to draw, so that I know what's going to happen. I'm not going to get surprised. I'm not going to get distracted by it. So if you want to do that, perfectly fine. Whichever helps with you. with this, you have to experiment. Because I can't draw with people talking in the background. But with writing, I love that because I could focus on that, but and also have most of my focus on my writing. That what helps with me. So with this is a tip to experiment with. Do it in silence, do it with sound. You could do it with animals, noise, whatever helps. Just gotta experiment this one. But truly, this is your choice. I am not telling you to. I'm never going to tell you guys how to do something so specific. So if you want, you could try these. You could experiment. But if you already know what helps you, I'm glad. That's a big step in starting to draw. I'm happy for you guys. Tip 7. Take breaks when you don't like the drawing. This is, in a sense, hypocritical of me. When I draw, I just sit down for a while and just draw that in one sitting. Don't do that. Learn from my experience and learn from things that I do. And generally, this does actually help. Because sometimes I would just not be I'm not liking the sketch or the line art, and I will be getting tired and frustrated with it. And I'll be thinking, I don't like this. I'm going to quit. I'm going to do a different drawing. Don't. Take a step back. Go eat something. Eat a little snack. Just drink some water. Use the bathroom. Or take a little nap. Naps are good. You just need to step back. You could think of that drawing, just not enough where it starts upsetting you to some degree of still wanting to quit. Just step back. Generally, that helps. With me, sometimes I'll be getting too mad at a drawing. I will go eat either dinner or something, or just do something else. I will be reading, listening to music, or watching TV. I'll still have that drawing at the back of my mind. I will be thinking, I probably just need to change the head size or the body size, and that's probably what's throwing me off. But I'm not going to fully focus on it. I'm just going to have it at the back of my mind. So when I come back to the drawing 10 minutes, 30 minutes, now a whole day later, I'm going to have a new perspective. I'm going to take those suggestions that I thought of in my head and do it. And when I change it, I'm going to look at it for a few minutes and I think, it was just a head size. It was just a body size. It was just throwing me off. I can do this. I can get back into the drawing. And you could most of the time. Sometimes drawings aren't going to always come out perfect. Sometimes drawings aren't meant to be. But you do have to try. Trying is the best thing to do in art. That is the best thing you're going to do to get better at art, to do art. It generally helps. Just try, please. Tip 8. Don't draw things you don't like or feel uncomfortable about. I do not like drawing certain things or genres or stuff. I don't like drawing objects. I don't know why, I just don't like drawing them. So I don't draw them very often. I don't like drawing hats or whatever go on people's heads. I don't draw those often. I either leave them out or just not draw it. You could, but you could be asking, oh, but if I need a scale, then draw it. Draw it once in a while. For example, Octavius' helmet. I hate drawing hats, so I don't draw his helmet a lot. or Jedediah's hat. I don't draw it that often. I either just leave it off or just not draw it often. I am still learning the skill, just it's gonna be a little slower, but it doesn't make me mad enough to want to stop drawing those characters because they had something that I don't like drawing. Try once in a while. Yes, you're going to learn that skill a little bit slower than constantly drawing, but it's better than to get frustrated and stop drawing that same thing. But generally, if that just generally upsets you or makes you really uncomfortable, don't draw it. You don't have to draw things you don't like. And if somebody tries to get mad at you for not drawing that certain thing, ignore them. Or just tell them to step off, stop, it makes you uncomfortable, you're not going to do it. Set boundaries for yourself, with yourself, and with others. You are in the control of your hand. You are in the control of your mind. You don't have to draw things that make you uncomfortable. You could draw whatever you like. You could draw a single character, all you want if it makes you happy. Go ahead. It brings you joy. Follow that joy. Don't follow that anger or sadness or whatever. Joy is what needs to be followed. How can I continue to talk about this? Just try once in a while, or just follow that joy. Don't draw things you do not want to or feel uncomfortable with. Please, it's going to genuinely help you. Tip 9. If you're new to drawing or getting back into it after not drawing for a while, don't draw all the time. And you might be asking, oh, but I want to draw and I really want to learn how to draw perfect. Or professionals always say, oh, you gotta practice daily or practice a lot. Yes, practicing does help. You should do that. But that's what I was doing when I got into drawing and I got really burnt out and they quit for many years. Practice every other day or something. Or just if you really want to draw every day, practice every day, set a time for yourself. Just don't do it a lot or for a long time, because you are generally going to get burnt out. Or at least I did. And I don't want you to make the same mistake as I did and quit for many years. So, yeah, just don't do it all the time. You're going to get burnt out. But if you don't, I'm happy for you, generally. I love when artists or beginners are able to draw without getting burnt out because they're drawing so much. It helped me. I hope this helps you. Tip 10. Don't force yourself to draw when upset. Yes, this is hypocritical of me. I draw when upset. But I do it a certain way. I either just only do the sketching and with not do the line out or finish it until I'm done being upset or until I calm down. Yes, drawing does help. It does calm you down. But like I said before, you're not going to always like the drawing. And if you try drawing when you're upset and then you don't like how it's coming out, it's going to be even worse. You're going to feel even worse. So it generally helps to stay calm or either just step back for a little. It's fine. You're allowed to step back. You are not forced into that seat to draw when you're upset. you could do what you want and what your body needs. It is okay to do it. Please. You need to listen to your body. It generally helps. Like when I was younger, I didn't listen to my body. I didn't take breaks. I didn't draw once in a while. I draw constantly. I drew when I'm upset. I hated the whole thing. I always thought that I was, in the back of my mind, I was always like, I'm never going to draw good. I am a failure. I am dreadful. I suck. And that also didn't help when I quit. Yes, I do get those thoughts sometimes, but because I decide to take these mindsets, to have these tips for my mindset, it helped. You're going to get upset, but yeah, just take those breaks, please. They generally help. Tip 11. Eat a small treat or drink a little of water before drawing. Yes, I am a hypocrite when it comes to this one, but learn from my mistakes. Learn from what I do. You could just eat a little treat in a sense. Like you could have some toast, a little candy, something, and then some water. You might think, oh, but doesn't every artist say this and they don't do it? Some do that. But even if you don't like eating or have issues with eating things, I completely understand. I have the same issues, unfortunately, but it generally helps. I don't know why, but it helps. I don't know why. I don't know the science behind it. I do not know. I think that because your body got something in it, it's not as hungry as before. It's not as thirsty as before. The mind is working a little bit better with food and water. Sometimes when I'm stepping back, I would eat something or drink something. Somehow that works. I could just got up to get something and it works. I don't know science behind it. I just know it works. But this tip is more of your choice. Take this isn't required. This, well, I hope that it can be required, but it's optional. I'm not going to force that food down your throat. I'm not going to force that water down your throat. This is your choice. These tips will always be of your choice. You don't have to follow them. You could just easily skip past this one, but I generally hope that you take this one into can do it. Loving how can do it. Could what? I hope you get this in thought. Truly. Tip 12. Knowing how to use a tool before watching videos or on how to draw. Don't click off this video, please. I'm gonna explain it. What I mean by this is know your drawing app. Know how the tools work. Like, some drawing apps do have tutorials on how to use the tools for it. Like, I was Paint. I read on how to use some of the tools, but just the basic and stuff. But before, it was really hard. It took me hours to finish a drawing. But now that I know how to use the tools better, I know. I read more of the tips. I took the suggestions on Ibis Paint tutorials, and it takes me less than an hour to draw something. Or usually takes less than a few hours to draw something. So know your tool, know how the pen works, know how the eraser works, know how to use the paint bucket. Cause I hated using paint bucket, cause I didn't know how it works. But now that I know, I use it. It helps. It takes less time. And yeah, I now know how Ivy's paint works, or most of it, how it works. I know how Media Bang works somewhat, and it helps. It generally takes less. It helps you take less time of drawing when you know how to use something. And this could also go into physical art. If you know how to paint, or know how the paint works, you know how the watercolor works, you know how the brushes work, that's nice. That's very good. It helps you. It's going to sometimes help you take less time to draw something if you know what you're doing. Because professionals won't go into a job knowing nothing. A plumber ain't going to go to a house to fix plumbing when they don't know anything. Take that time to learn how to use something, and then you could continue to do whatever you want with it. You could refuse this. You could go click on another videos on how to draw something. You could learn how to draw figures. But I highly request you take in thought that you learn how to use something. Learn how to use something. Generally helps with me. Tip 13. If you have HAD or just like watching something while drawing, watch TikTok compositions of videos. I am going to tell you, I'm not highly HAD, but also it does run my family. But this also, when I've done this, I've been told that it's because my HAD that why I do this. But when I watch the compositions, I either have it on one device or on the TV, and my tablet is in front of it, in front of the TV, so I can watch on the side of it, so I can watch them both. It helps me not focus too hard on that one thing. I get distracted or just get bored. It helps me to be more free, in a sense. I stress less over the drawing when I'm watching something. So yeah, you could go in the comments, tell me this does not work for HDD people. You are allowed to do that. I will listen. I will take it into thought, but I am the same as you. I am not being forced to do something. I'm not going to get forced to do something. But you could tell me if you HAD, mostly because I'm gonna take it something from someone that's experienced. I know it is different for everyone. I understand. This is just what I do. Like I said in the beginning, this will help me. This is what I do. You could do whatever you want. But I made a playlist for you guys that I'm probably gonna add more stuff to. But those are the videos that I generally watch when I'm drawing. But you could suggest things, like if it does somewhat help you, you could suggest things like other videos or other fandoms you want me to add or look at for the playlist. Whatever you want. You're in the control of your hand. I'm not being forced. I'm forcing you to do something. Tip 14. Start off with doodling or soda or up drawings. This is a preference. You could start off with drawing however you want. This is what I suggest. Because the whole body is a complex thing. You got to know how the legs work, how the torso, how the body turns and all that. And this just generally helps me. Because with shoulder and lips, yes, you don't learn as fast as the rest of the body if you do the rest of the body, but that's what I do. It helps me. I learn how to do expressions by this. It helps me learn how to draw hair and all that, since the face is also a good important part of the rest of the body. And doodling is supposed to be free. You're supposed to, at least what I think you're supposed to, is doodling is not something that needs to be high quality like your actual drawings or like drawings you're doing for clients. This is supposed to be fun. When I doodle, I don't record myself doodling on my sketchbook, because my sketchbook is supposed to make me feel free. It's supposed to be a safe place. I take pictures of my doodles sometimes when I go into the doodling knowing that I want to post a picture, but I don't record it because this is how I like drawing, and that is my safe place. I'm not going to record something of my safe place just for someone's entertainment. That I'm fine with taking pictures of my stuff, but that is doodling. Doodling is really freeing, at least for me. I like doing it because I know I don't have to make it as high quality as my other drawings. I can just goof off. I don't have to focus a lot. I could experiment. It helps me to experiment with stuff when I'm trying something new, when I'm doodling, and yeah, just experiment or whatever. This is your choice. But you could take the polar opposite. You could not start off with doodling. You could start off with fully rendered drawings with full detailed backgrounds or full body drawings. You do you. You can do whatever you want. This how your journey goes is your choice. I am not forcing you. You could, like I just said, you could do the opposite. However you like. This is your choice. This is your journey to go through. I am just here to help guide. I'm not going to force you down a path. I'm not going to force you away from a path. I'm going to be above you. I'm going to be right behind you, helping guide you. I'm not going to be beside you. I'm not going to be in front of you. I'm not going to be over your shoulder. Nothing. I'm going to be 5 feet behind you, giving suggestions and guidance. Tip 15. When feeling unmotivated, look at the love someone gave you. This is something similar that I posted a while back on my YouTube post. And when I'm feeling upset or unmotivated to do something like drawing, making a comic or something, I look at every single word you guys have given me. If it helps knowing that people are there that genuinely love my stuff, that give them joy. Even just you guys watching it brings me so much joy. I don't think there will be enough words or enough times I could ever thank you guys for all the things you have done. And it helps me, it motivates me to do more. It motivates me to continue with my passion. It helps. And I hope the same thing helps you. I hope you continue to go on your passion. I hope you go down that path you want to take. This is your life. Life is too short to not follow it. I genuinely hope this helps. This one, I hope this singular tip helps you. Because even if we might not know each other one-on-one, we might have we'll maybe never even actually meet, or or someone will get tired of me. That singular thing that they showed of supporting, or just loving on my art or myself will always bring me much joy. And I hope you guys could find that joy as well. And if you can't with other people or can't with that art community that you're trying to make, I am always in your corner. I may not know you, I may not know you singularly. I am in that corner. Will always support you guys and try to motivate you guys to the best of my abilities. But don't quit, please. Just keep going. I hope this helps motivate you or something. Tip 16. Don't underestimate yourself or overestimate yourself. This one is a little complicated. Obviously, you know what underestimate yourself means. Don't think badly of yourself. Don't think badly of your art. Yes, you're not. When you're beginning or beginner artist, it's not going to look the best, or it's not going to look how you want it to, because you're new to something. Your skill is still growing. My skill is still growing. Like, half the time I don't like how my things look out, but I know I'm still learning. You got to know, put in your mindset that you're learning. This is a growing skill. It's going to cause it. Well, unless you want it to stay the same, perfectly fine. But you still are growing. So don't think badly of yourself. Don't think you're a failure. Don't think that you suck or you're never gonna be good enough. As long as you try. Even if you quit, you still tried. You still tried something new. And I hope you guys don't quit, but I hope that when you were trying, you guys found some joy in it. And the most complicated part is don't overestimate yourself. Yes, confidence is a big thing. Confidence is a very good big thing in life. Think highly of yourself. Think that you're good enough. Think that you can do it. What I mean when I say this is don't think better of yourself. Don't think that you're better than everyone else. Don't look at new artists or certain art style and say, oh, they suck, that I'm so much better than them. don't. That is not something I wish upon anyone to think. So, yes, be confident in yourself. Find that joy. Just do not put others down just because. Don't. You could think, like, let's say this. Think good of yourself. Don't think bad of yourself. Good and better are two different terms. So, yeah, just don't think bad of yourself. Tip 17. You don't need to love your art before others. This is, I basically said this throughout the whole video. Like, your thing could come out looking good, and you won't love it. Not all drawings you will make, you will love. And that's perfectly fine. That is human. That is natural. It's fine to let others love something before yourself. Like, you don't need to feel the obligation to love something before others do, just because you made it. That is not something you need to do. That's not something required. And that's fine. Like, yes, it is good to love something you made with your own hands. That is something to be happy for. To be able to make something and be happy for it. But it's fine to let others love something before you. Because basically everyone will go through this some point in their life, or basically all their life. Same thing with self-love. Yes, it's good to love yourself first, but it's fine to let others love you before yourself. Like, half the things I post, I don't love. But the more people interact with it and just watch it, or even say something so nice about it, I'll learn to love it. It's fine learning things. It's fine learning to love. Tip 18. Oh, tip 18, I think. Don't let art make you neglect yourself. So, this is very difficult, especially for anybody but artists. But don't make your art or art medium make you not eat, not drink, not take care of your body, not take time to do other hobbies, to do other things in your life that you want to do, like to make you not sleep. Your art is always going to be there the next day. Your art's going to always be there the next week. It is fine to stop something or pause something. You don't have to take hours of just sitting there just to finish something. And yes, I'm somewhat hypocritical in this, but it's natural to be a hypocrite in this one. You want to feel that passion, but please don't neglect your body just because of that passion. Like, a lot of artists will keep drawing even though the body is tired, even though their mind is tired. They want a break, and they hurt themselves in the results. They will get arthritis or pain in the bones that hurts them if they do something too long. I have even heard of some artists asserting themselves too much, too far, and being unable to draw. And that's scary, that's frightening. To know that just pushing yourself too far in that passion, that you're unable to do that passion again, to be unable to feel how it feels to be free in art again. So please don't hurt yourself. Sometimes I will just constantly draw or do something too long, and my bones hurt, my wrist will hurt, my shoulder will hurt. Yeah, sometimes I do annoy it. I continue to do what I'm doing, and I hurt myself a little farther. But I do know I don't want to make the mistake I stated. I don't want to be forced to lose this passion, to be able to do this passion. So I take breaks. I will take a few days off. Or what I did after the Pride Month challenge, I took 2 weeks off to help my bones heal and help my joints heal. And it generally helps. Tip 19. Your art will never be your worth. And this is a little confusing, but you're going to eventually get some comments, or that one comment saying your art's not good enough, you're never gonna make it. It will hurt, it will pain you, it's going to feel like a part of it dies. But that doesn't mean your worth. You are more worth than your art. You are so much more meaningful than that artwork. Yes, artwork is beautiful. It is so nice to look at. Doesn't mean that's your worth. Your art doesn't determine your worth. It determines on what your passion is. It's a gate for your passion. So please don't think lowly of yourself just because someone or yourself think that your art isn't good enough. Like, there's been some people, even family members, saying your art isn't good enough, you're not going to make it real art. And it is deeply painful. I promise you. I know. But we have to remember, that doesn't mean our worth. That doesn't mean we're not good enough. That doesn't mean we have to give up. We have to be our number one supporter. If we like it or not, we gotta. We got to keep moving. And yeah, just know your worth isn't your art. Your passion isn't your worth. It is a gate. And last tip 21 or 20. I am going to hold you guys' shoulder and shake you very violently when I'm saying this. Tracing is not patriotism. And listen, I know. Tracing can be cheating. AI tracing is cheating. Any cheat, but, when you're learning, it helps trace. I'm gonna tell you something that you generally have to listen on. This tip you have to listen on. When I was younger, when I was learning how to draw, I traced. But that didn't mean I posted online saying, oh, look at my good art, oh, look at what I did. First, I didn't even post it online. I just showed it to my class and said, this is what I traced of somebody's art. That I don't remember their name, but, or if I did remember, I said it. Or I said where I got it from. I gave them full credit. I said I wanted to learn how to do something, and that was fine. I gave credit to that artist. I gave credit to when it was needed, when it was deserved. Or like if you want to learn how to draw an object, an apple in your style or something, that you could, as a basic sketch, you could trace it. That is fine. It only becomes cheating or technically illegal when you try to play that as your own art. If you try to, even if you fully copy it and try to say, oh, this is what I did, that is plagiarism. That's actually illegal. AI tracing is all cool, and it will always be cheating if it's AI, since you didn't technically do it by your own hands. But anyway, you're not gonna get into that. But for another star fight. But tracing is fine when you're learning. Because when you trace, you build skill. Because when I was learning how, I had the mindset of what I wanted my style to look like. I traced drawings or stuff that was similar in that style, and I grew. I don't trace anymore, but I think in one of my drawings of, I think it was one of my very first drawings of the bad senses laying down. And taking a nap, you could see that I used one of the free drawing things on. I was painting of the hand because I couldn't figure out how the hand worked. I traced it. That was fine. It wasn't a full-on piece, and it was a free help that was given that I'm allowed to use. That is fine. Because when you're trying to learn something, you could trace. It's in a way copying. As long as you don't try to copy someone's art completely and put it as your own, that's fine. That is a natural thing to do when learning. Like, we learned how to talk by copying. We copied people that we were around when they talked, and we mimic them. That is fine. We learn how to do something or do anything, any skill, by doing what others do, but in our own way. We copied, we learned, and we made it our own. We learned how to make it as our own. Perfectly fine. It's fine to trace. It's not bad. It never will be bad. It has never been bad. Some people just said that it was. And what they said is not good for beginner artists. Like when I was learning how to draw, I was told don't trace, that's cheating, that's bad. I did it, but I did it the right way. I gave credit when it was deserved, when it was required. I should be saying required. I gave credit when it was required. And even if I didn't know even if I forgot who drew it or I lost who it was, I still said, this isn't mine. This wasn't my original design. I just traced it to learn how to do something. I learned I don't do tracing anymore. Well, yeah, not anymore. Because I do my stuff. I learned enough skill of it and to make it my own. And that's fine. It's human to copy. It's human to learn. That's just how we always learned how to do something, was by copying. Perfectly fine. So if anybody tries to tell you that that is wrong, but tell them it is fine when you do it the right way and credit the artist and stuff and try not to play as your own. That's fine. It's okay. And if they try to tell you different, grab the side of the shoulders and shake them. Shake them violently. So yeah, that's all I have at the moment. My next video of this, if you guys want me to make another video of this, I could either probably give some more of these mindset tips, or if you guys want to learn how I specifically draw something, or like how I draw clothing or something, I don't know. Leave a comment or something, whichever you want. That's perfectly fine. This was pretty fun. I hope at least one of these tips helps you, but if not, that's perfectly fine. Not a preference. So, yeah. Thank you guys for all the love and support you have given me so far, and for all the rest that is in the future. And I hope you have a good day, good night, or good afternoon, or whichever time zone you're in. And bye. Take care.